Uncut. We've got Paul Swan, my guy.
Woo!
Coming straight. Are you in Carolina?
Carolina. Back in Carolina. Was in Wisconsin this past week and then went from Wisconsin to Michigan. Now we're back in Carolina.
Nice. Lead tire carrier for Austin Dillon. Nascar doing it. USA Network, Austin Dillon's life in the Fastlane. Thursdays.
Thursday nights, baby. Everybody better tune in.
8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. How we doing, big guy?
We're great, man. Jay, what an introduction, my man. You are well versed in the life of Paul Swan. I love it. I love it.
What were you? Were you guys racing in Wisconsin, or were you just back at home?
So I went to this celebrity golf outing in Wisconsin.
How did we play?
Which was sick. That was sick. That was my first celebrity deal that I did. So that was cool. That was a lot of fun. Drank a lot, played a lot of golf.
Naturally.
Swung a lot of bad shots, but had an absolute fantastic time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's everything going? When's the next race?
Next race is this weekend in Richmond, Virginia. Good racetrack for Austin. This is a track we could win at. We got 3 races left before the playoffs start.
Yeah.
And we basically need to get a win to make the playoffs. So this is a really good track for Austin and our team. And we got 3 chances basically to go win a race to get in these playoffs.
I think my last year in Denver, we needed to win 1 game out of the last 3 to get in the playoffs, and we were 8-5, dropped all 3, went 8-8, didn't make it.
I don't like that energy.
That's 2008 or something like that. This is a whole new ball game. You guys are gonna get 1.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah, we plan on it. We got Richmond. We got.
Let's just get this one and just get it out of the way.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I like to hear. I like that energy.
So you're from Wisconsin.
Yep.
Went to Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
Middle linebacker. Did you have
big middle linebacker?
I tell you what. I pulled up your picture from BG. What were you weighing in at that point?
Buddy, I was like 240, just plugging A-gaps.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking fit in the run, playing a little pass here and there, but I was a headbanger.
Did you have brothers and sisters growing up?
Yeah, I had one brother. He's 3 years older than me.
Did he play football too?
He played in high school. He didn't make it in college. He's a little bit shorter than me, but he was a good athlete. There he is with the dirty slick, baby. I love it. I love that pick. Man, I had when we went to the MAC championship my senior year, I grew my hair out my senior year. And for the MAC championship press conference, I had this fucking dirty slick back for it. Like my hair was down to my shoulders. It was great. It was greasy.
Did you play any other sports or just football growing up?
I was basketball, track. I played baseball growing up. I stopped doing that at like 7th grade and then really started doing track. But basketball and football were my main deals.
Yeah. Where in Wisconsin were you from?
Oconomowoc. It's right in between Milwaukee and Madison.
Oh, did you want to go to Wisconsin?
Yeah, 100%. Every kid in Wisconsin wants to go to Wisconsin, but I went to their camp and everything. They liked me. They just said I was a little too small to play linebacker for them. So went to Bowling Green and had a hell of a 5 years there. And now I am where I am because I made that decision, I feel like. So no regrets or anything.
Did you watch NASCAR growing up?
So I knew who Dale Earnhardt was. I knew who Jeff Gordon was, like the big names and everything. Yeah. But really had no idea about the sport. Actually, this is kind of a funny story. My first race I did was the Daytona 500 in 2015, and the car I was pitting for was like kind of a back-running car, and we were okay, and our engine blew like probably 20 laps into the race, and I'm like, man, are we going to be able to go to the track next week? Are we be able to go to the next race? And like everybody looked at me like, yeah, man, we have more cars than just that one. I'm like, oh, all right, good. That's good.
It's good to know. Great.
That was kind of a rookie moment.
So you get done. Did you grow up hunting at all in Wisconsin?
No, a lot of my buddies did. My
Yeah.
dad was never really a hunter.
Yeah.
Austin is like the biggest hunter now. He tries to get me to go. I went and sat in a blind for like 6 hours, didn't see shit.
Oh, that's
And
the
then he brought
worst.
me. Yeah, dude, it was terrible. Then he
Yeah.
took me turkey hunting on his grandpa's property, which was cool. Like I got my face all painted up. I put all the clothes on. We got up
Yeah.
at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go. This is gonna be the one. We're gonna see something. I'm gonna finally get to kill something. And
Sure.
he's like, all right, we gotta be really quiet. We were sitting in this uncomfortable grass area, and then
Mm-hmm.
5 hours didn't see anything. So I'm like,
Oh, I
man.
mean, yeah, you spent 11 hours and didn't see anything. It's not for
Yeah.
you.
No,
Hell with
but
that.
then when we were down in South Carolina, again, we get up at like 4 in the morning. We go to this badass property that one of his buddies has, and we go duck hunting, and that was the coolest thing ever. Like, we got out there. I think I got the first 2 kills back to back, and they're like, "Whoa, all right, you're pretty good at this." So that was a lot of fun. I can do the duck hunting.
Duck hunting's a blast. I just started duck hunting probably 3-4 years ago, and
yeah.
I mean, I love it. It's
Oh,
one
it's
of my favorites.
I think I'm more into killing than I am hunting.
Oh, that's what
Like,
most people are. And well, then duck hunting's for you then.
Yes, 100%. I want to know I'm going to get something. I don't really want to, bait the deers in and do all the hard work. I just want to go out there and pop, pop.
And duck hunting's social too. You can talk. You can, smoke a cigar. You can have breakfast.
Yeah, I'm on my phone every once in a while.
If you want to have a couple beers, I mean, whatever you want to do.
100%. That's more my speed.
Yeah. What did you study in college?
I was exercise science.
Did he say exercise science? Exercise science? That was a
Yeah, buddy.
That was
pretty big word, isn't it?
That was a major?
That's a major.
Oh my goodness.
I was going to be a strength coach. That's what I got into.
I tell you what, I would have been exercise science. I would 1,000,000% if Vandy had that. I would have been.
What did you major in?
Hell if I know. Human organizational development. I got a minor in communication.
Majored in football.
Yeah, I don't even know what you can do with my degree. But if they offered exercise science, I would have been the first one there, guaranteed.
Cool. That's what most of my teammates did too. It was perfect. We had a blast with it.
Gosh, I bet. So you get out of school. You're in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
So, Coach Clausen, he coaches at Wake Forest. He was my coach for 5 years at BG. Him and our whole staff went down to Wake Forest. I went down with them to do an internship in the weight room to graduate.
Okay.
Train for my pro day and everything down there with my strength coach.
Sure.
And then did my pro day, didn't work out. And my plan was to just stay on as a strength coach at Wake Forest with all them.
Yep.
Man, that was not going to lie, man. I thought I put a lot of hours in with film, practice, workouts, all that stuff. Man, the coaches, those are some grueling hours.
It's brutal. Brutal.
Dude, we got in at like 4 in the morning, and some nights I didn't leave till like 8 or 9 at night.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it's either one of those. Either they get in really early, or they come in like at 7 or 8 and they stay till like 1 or 2. Like they literally don't see their families.
Right, that 100%. And like starting out, you're making scraps.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty tough road to work your way up in that sport. I give a lot of props to my coaches and everybody who's in that profession that works their way up to get where they are, because that's a lot of hard work going into that.
And it doesn't really pay that great, and you really don't get. I mean, you don't get any pat on the backs. I mean, you really only get shit on if you mess up. So,
no question. But
I got asked if I was going to coach when I was done. I was like, I've seen what these guys do. There ain't a chance in hell I'm doing this.
Dude, I got asked that question all the time, and people still ask, like, when you're done pitting, would you ever want to go back into coaching? I'm like, man, I see what those guys go through. I don't think so. It's a grind. But Coach Clausen, he's an amazing coach. He's an amazing man. He was like a father to me out there at Bowling Green. So he brought me down to Wake, and he was ready to let me be on the staff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And found Nascar, one of the strength coaches who had been at Wake for a while. he knew about NASCAR and knew how they look for athletes who are done playing football, basketball,
Yeah.
baseball, any sport where you have good athletes,
Yeah.
and they put them on the pit crews because they figured, hey, let's take these athletes and teach them what they need to know, the basics about a car, and teach them how to do a pit stop really fast, and it's going to help us gain spots and make a lot of money. And I heard about that. It's a way to still be an athlete, be on a team, and make a good living doing it, doing a lot of cool stuff. So
Yeah.
did some tryouts, stuck on at RCR. Just like anything, you got to work your way up. Doing the bottom of the totem pole stuff, not making a lot of money, but finally, worked my way up, got some opportunities, and ran with it. And now this is my 5th year being on Austin's pit group.
What what were the tryouts like? Did you know anything about cars?
Not really. No.
Nothing.
And Jay, to be honest, I still really don't know a ton about cars.
Oh, I just know where the gas and the brake is, and I steer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know how to change a tire. I can do that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty proud of that. I don't know how to change my oil. I think I could probably figure it out. I just have never tried.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely learning. Yeah, right. I'll just take it to the garage and somebody will do it. It's easy.
So like you show up for these tryouts, and like what was that experience like? What do they do?
Well, I went to a couple different spots. I went to Roush Fenway Racing, which that was the name at that time. Now it's Roush Fenway Kozlowski. And just kind of showed them how I can move and what I can do, and they showed me around. And basically, they give you the opportunity to, like, hey, if you want to be here, come here and we'll show you the ropes. Then I did the same thing at RCR. Talked to one of their coaches. He brought me in, kind of ran me through some stuff. He's like, hey, man, all right, well, if you want to do this, we're not going to pay you right away. You got to show us you want it. We'll try to get you deals in some of these lower series. And if you show that you want it and you're good, and if we give you chances in practice, that was the big thing. Practice was our big opportunity when we got into the sport, because the races we were doing were like ARCA racing, super late model racing, not very competitive on the pit stop side. So in practice was our chance to shine and show the coaches we can do this, give us our shot, an Xfinity team, a truck team, these lower level cup teams, and you just work your way up like anything.
So I mean, you didn't get paid to start, really?
No, we weren't making anything.
And I'm sure people listening to this are saying, like, "What the hell are you talking about practice for pit stops?" Like, I'm sure, like, I'm sure people are like, "What is the hell is he talking about?" Like, you guys actually, you go into work out, go to practice, watch the film, like, do the whole thing.
Yeah. Buddy, we're just like football players.
I know.
It's great, and we make a great living doing it. It's fun. Yeah. It's competitive. Like, you're part of a team. You get to work out for your job. I mean, it's great. It's the next best thing, not having football anymore.
That's awesome. So how long did it take to work up? Because I mean you're athletic as hell, and
yeah. So hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
Here for you.
Yeah, appreciate that. So 2014, I think June of 2014 is when I got to RCR. 2015, I started doing that cup deal, that lower level cup deal. Got fired after 3 races.
Why?
So then just got fired from that deal because we were pretty bad. Like that was our first deal. We made a lot of mistakes. We got fired off that. It was kind of like a wake up call. Like, hey, this shit's hard. Like, this is not easy.
Like, what were you guys? Why'd you guys suck at it? Just because you guys are just new? And
we had a bunch of first year guys
who
were just athletes who didn't really know much about pit stops yet.
Yeah.
Much about NASCAR in general, how to carry ourselves, how to do things at the track, and so we just kind of went into like, oh, we're athletes, we're going to dominate this. And a lot of guys are athletes on pit road, and a lot of guys have been doing it for a while. So it was kind of a wake-up call. So we were just kind of backing up. All of 2015, we had a lower running Xfinity deal, which is the series that's under Cup. So that was, that sucked getting fired and having to then like work your way back up. But it was good for us. And
did you stay with kind of the same group of guys?
Yeah. So I was with pretty much the same group of guys that whole first year and a half.
Yeah.
Then fast forward to 2016, I got hired onto an Xfinity car at RCR. Did that the whole year, stuck on with that, so that was good. And then 2017 was my first full-time cup deal. with Austin's brother, actually, Dillon,
Ty.
on the 13 car. And then did that whole year. 2018 then was my first year with Austin, and I've been running with him ever since.
Were you always tire carrier, or did you dabble in other things?
Always slanging rubber, Jay. Always slanging rubber. No other job needed.
Another job. Uncut with Jay Cutler is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Most of you listening right now are probably multitasking. Yep, while you're listening to me talk, you're probably also driving, cleaning, exercising, or maybe even grocery shopping. But if you're not in some kind of moving vehicle, there's something else you can be doing right now. Getting an auto quote from Progressive Insurance. It's easy and you can save money by doing it right from your phone. Drivers who save by switching to Progressive save over $700 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Discounts for having multiple vehicles on your policy, being a homeowner, and more. So just like your favorite podcast, Progressive will be with you 24/7, 365 days a year, so you're protected no matter what. Multitask right now. Quote your car insurance at Progressive.com to join the over 27 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Companies and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2020 and May 2021. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations. Explain what you do. I mean, I've seen it in action. It's electric. Yeah. But I mean, give the people listening and watching how this thing goes down.
So basically, we're carrying these huge tires out in front of a speeding car that's coming down pit road.
Yes. With
other cars coming down around you. I almost got hit this past weekend in
Did you?
Michigan
Shit.
by Ryan Blaney. Yeah, we had a real close call.
Who almost hit you?
Ryan Blaney. Blaney, if you watch this or listen to this, please don't try to do that next time.
Ryan, get your shit together. Watch out for this man.
You came close, babe. You came real close. But anyway, so take these big tires out. Austin's flying in at anywhere from like 40 to 55 miles an hour. And like I said, if we're pitted around other cars, there's other cars coming around us. You hope that they're nice drivers and that they're going to give us some room and miss us. Not all the drivers are like that usually. Most are pretty good about it, but you get some that try to cut us and mess up our pit stop and everything. So drop the one tire off to the jackman. Both tire changers are coming out. So there's 4 of us. There's 2 of us that jump out, or 3 of us that jump out in front of the car. Front changer, me as the tire carrier, and the jackman. The rear changer comes from behind the car. We all do the right side. I hand the tire off to the jackman. I run around him to the right rear, hang that tire, take the tire that came off the right rear from the rear changer, run back to the wall, drop that one off, grab the left front tire from my tire roller, put the left front tire on, and boom, that's a stop. And we got to do that in about 9 seconds.
Under 9 seconds. Have you ever seen this, Brennan?
Buddy, it is.
Oh, yeah, you were there. Yeah. It is
the fastest pit stop I've ever been.
It is. I mean, you blink twice and it's over.
Yeah, 100%. And we actually toot our own horns a little bit right now. We actually just moved into the #1 spot for pit crews on the year.
Hell yeah, we did.
Go, baby.
I mean, are there incentives in the contracts or anything?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And
if
we win that pit crew of the year, we get a nice bonus from one of the from the company that puts it on, Mechanics Wear Racing. So that's some big motivation for us right now. We're having a lot of fun. We got 13 or 14 more races to go. So a lot of time. So we got to stay hungry and just keep on our grind.
Who's in second place? How close are we?
It's like milliseconds.
Milliseconds, just
we're
right there.
It's like, yeah, the 3 or 4 teams are like, if you have a bad weekend, you're probably going to move back.
Yeah.
So we've been slowly climbing. We've had a really good second quarter and third quarter of pit stops, and because we see all that stuff. We see the quarterly averages, the weekly averages, who takes the top spots, weekly for fastest stop, fastest average, all that. It's really cool how they break everything down. And then one of our coaches breaks down our stops, everything, every little part of the stop, we break it down. So where we need to pick up, where we're losing time, all that stuff.
I know when I was in the pit with you, whenever you guys are in Nashville, you guys, you pit and then you go back and you can watch the film right there.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the overhead camera. We got 2 side cameras. So we got 3 different views we can watch it from. Our changers have head cams on with GoPros. So, I mean, we're watching everything in real time. And the GoPros are mainly if like we mess something up that our coaches can see that right away. Our crew chiefs can see that right away and, make sure everything's okay, that it wasn't something bad that happened. And all that kind of stuff. We use them for a number of different reasons.
So you got, I mean, race Sunday, you guys pack up, get the hell out of there, head back to North Carolina. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, are you guys in there looking at film and like critiquing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're in there right away. Monday's like kind of like an open optional day.
Sure.
A lot of us will come in, work out, watch film, bullshit with our coach, just kind of debrief from the weekend. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are like our big meet days of the week where we practice, we work out hard, we watch film, we meet, we do all that stuff, get stuff ready at the shop for the next week. And then Friday's kind of like an open optional day again. Guys will come in and work out. The hardcore guys will come in and do that and get after it.
I mean, it's literally an NFL schedule.
Yeah, basically it is. And then we travel Saturday for the Xfinity race, do that, spend the night, and then the Cup race is Sunday.
It's literally an NFL schedule.
Yeah, 100%. It's awesome, man. And it's really cool because, like, Austin's one of my best friends. Mm-hmm. His wife is like a sister to me. My wife and her are best friends. I mean, we're like one big happy family. So it's cool that, like, Mariel gets to come on the road and travel. Mm-hmm. Whitney's always traveling with Austin. Austin's son Ace. And now that we have Bella, he'll start traveling. So it's really fun that the 4 of us get to do this all together. And then my teammates, this is the best pit crew team I've ever had. My guys are awesome. We all have a blast. We get along. And that's why I think we're so good this year, is because of how like cohesive a unit we are together. Sure. This is our we all worked together kind of late last year. So this is our first full season of us all together, and it's been awesome.
Any great team, you got to get along. You got to trust each other. You got to be there for each other. What's the biggest thing? What's the number one thing that messes you guys up on time wise?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, like just starting from like initial part, like start of the stop. If Covey, our jackman, misses the peg, that'll slow it down a ton. If our changers can't get the lug off quick enough, if I miss a hang, if we come around to the left side again, if you miss a jack peg, if our changers can't get the lug off again, I miss a hang. Like those are the biggest things that'll mess a stop.
How do you miss a hang?
I mean, just go in and
it's got to go
on right.
It's got to go a certain way.
Well, so like you got to get it on there's like a center cap that comes out that you got to put the wheel through, and then you got to stick it on there in these, like, they got these little dowel pins.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of little holes on the back of the wheel, and you got to get it in there. And if you don't get it on there and the changer thinks it's on there and we leave, we drop the car, it goes out. That's how a lot of tires have been falling off this season. Oh, wow. So that's a big no-no. We get 4 race suspension.
4 race suspension?
Our crew chief, the jackman, and the changer that it happened to all get a 4-week suspension. So that's a big no-no.
No pay?
Well, it hasn't happened to us yet, so I'm not quite sure. I don't want to find that out. Yeah, knock on wood. Knock on wood, absolutely.
And you guys, is this the first year you guys went to the center hub?
Yeah, this is the first year we've done it, and it's been awesome, man.
You guys like it?
Oh, dude, we love it. It's a huge testament to Ray Wright, our coach, and everybody in our department, because we hit the ground running last November when we knew that the change was coming.
Yeah.
Off-season came, and normally our off-season is pretty chill, pretty light. We won't really hit it hard until January.
Yeah.
Like we'll go in November, December, work out, do some drills, maybe do some light practicing. Then January is when we hit it hard. And Ray basically had us all coming in November, right when the season ended, and practicing super. Yeah, just grinding. We grinded all off-season, and it's definitely showing this season. We all were very acceptable to the change and everything, and we just hit the ground running. So that was really cool to see, and it's paying off.
Love it. So 2018 with Austin, you guys won the Daytona 500.
Yeah, baby.
Basically, I mean, it's the Super Bowl of NASCAR. I mean, what was that like?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that was one of the most incredible things ever. Like, we won the race, and we ran. That was my first Cup win,
Mm-hmm.
and we ran to victory lane, and like just seeing like the whole big Daytona backdrop with all the fans still in the stands, all the cameras and people in victory lane, because like that was a big deal. That was the 3-car winning at Daytona.
Wow.
And it had been 20 years since Dale Earnhardt won the Daytona 500 in the 3-car.
Really?
So it was super special, super huge. And man, it was like, wow, this is surreal. And then the night, buddy, we went so hard. We got some tattoos.
Oh, really?
We got some tattoos on a location that's covered up most of the time.
I love it.
There's actually this funny interview on NASCAR's YouTube page. We went to this like champions breakfast the morning after, and we were all
hungover as hell.
We were still drunk, and
Yep.
I got there and they interviewed me. My voice just sounds so rasped, so hoarse. I'll send you the interview after this. It's hilarious.
Please do. I want to watch it. What? That's fun as hell. What's your favorite track to work at from the pit? Do you have one? Are they all kind of the same?
Man, like any track that we're doing a lot of pit stops at, like the Coke 600 in Darlington are probably my favorites. Coke 600 this year, we did 12 pit stops. That's the most pit stops I've ever done at a race.
Wow.
So that was like
you guys were
we were
working.
pitting the car. Yeah, dude, we were getting our work in, and it was probably every 20, 30 laps we were doing pit stops. And that night we were picking up. I think we picked up 45 spots on pit road that night, which I'm pretty sure is a record. I've never heard of anybody picking up that many spots on pit road.
I mean, if it's not documented, we're going to call it a record. It's a record.
That's what I like to hear. It's a record.
It's a record.
That's right.
You said, how'd you meet your wife? How'd you meet Meryl?
So, met Mariel through Whitney and Austin. Austin had Whitney come to the Kentucky race back in 2015. Another funny story about that.
Power move.
Whitney and Mariel came to the race, and they thought they were going to the Kentucky Derby.
Stop.
They're like, we're going to the Kentucky race. We're going to go to the Kentucky Derby. So they get to the track that day, and they're like,
shit,
where's all the horses at? And he's like, man, this is a whole different type of horses. This is real good. They were a little like, oh, so this is like cars. Okay. So we met them that weekend. We had some fun with them, and it was pretty much love at first sight for Austin and Whitney. And then me and Mario, we were just vibing that night. And now we actually have a really cool picture together from that night that we have blown up in our house. It was the first picture we took together. And Austin said, he's like, man, those two are going to end up together one day. Wow. And we were both kind of just living our best lives at that point and like, yeah, whatever. And so Whitney moved out to North Carolina. Mariel moved with her. And we just started hanging out all the time because Austin and Whitney were together all the time. And
shit, this has been a package deal for a while.
Oh, buddy, it has been a package deal since day one. So we just honestly became like best friends at first and did everything together, always hung out. And then one summer night, I made a move. We were sitting on the couch watching TV.
How far in this relationship are we? How far? We've been hanging out for how long?
This is probably almost a year of knowing them.
Stop.
Maybe
really?
Probably like 7 or 8 months of knowing them, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I grabbed Mariel's legs and put them up on my lap and just started rubbing her feet. She kind of she looked at me like she was vibing with it. She liked it. And then we were just kind of doing that for a couple weeks, just kind of feeling each other out. And then I asked her to go to dinner with me, and she wrote me like this long letter, and it was like how we had to stop like hanging out and stop what we were doing because she was like worried it was going to wreck our friendship and the four of us. And I read this letter and I'm like, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. And I put it down and I got back from the bathroom. I'm like, you want to go to a movie? And she's like, Yeah, sure, I guess. And she was like wondering, he even
He
like
read
acknowledged what I
the
was showing. Yeah, and so we go to the movie. We make out in the movies like a couple high schoolers, and we had a talk after that, and everything was good. And then fast forward to 2019, we get married. Now we have a kid.
yeah.
2022, we're living our best life, man.
Three. That's I mean, so this was a slow burn. This took some
Yeah,
time.
it took some time. It took some work, but I was
Yeah.
persistent with it.
That's I feel like that's probably some of the best ones that take a little time and take.
100%. And like I said, we started out as just best friends, and we did it that way. And we didn't have sex before we got married, so that was
Really
pretty. Yeah, that was definitely crazy.
good for you. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
I could
wasn't.
do it,
Jay,
but
Jay, it wasn't easy,
I bet
but we
not.
we did that, and it was. I'm grateful we did it that way.
Yeah, that's great. Like you said, 3-month-old Bella Swan. How's dad life?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun, huh?
I'm a girl dad to a T. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
How
They're
many kids you got?
three.
Three. Are there
Yeah,
boys, girls?
Camden just turned 10.
Yeah.
Jackson is 8, and then Sailor, my little girl, is 6.
Hell yeah.
Fourth grade, third grade, first grade.
Love that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till she starts getting a personality and
oh, it
and
goes.
start like
I tell you what, it flies by. I think like those first couple of years, it's you know, I tell you what, the days seem really long, but the years just fly by. It's like
oh yeah.
it's just gone. And now like Camden turned 10 Monday, this past Monday, 8-8,
Okay.
and double digits. And I'm like, what? I mean, he's gonna be driving
Woo.
soon. It's
Yeah,
gone.
hell yeah. He's gonna be a little teenager running around with all the girls and everything.
He is. He's a pretty little kid too. So he's gonna
I
he's
love
gonna.
it.
I'm gonna have to watch
He'll
that
be
one.
beating him off with a stick.
Yeah, him and his brother. They're gonna be trouble. I already know it. Can,
I love that.
can you drive? Could you drive a car?
Jay, I can whip anything, buddy.
Ah, me too. Me too. I think I missed.
Austin does not think so. He will tell you that I'm the worst driver in the world, and I honestly hate driving with him because I'll drive with him if he's driving,
Yeah.
but if I'm driving, I don't want him anywhere near me because he sits there and just, don't do that, don't do this. Hey, watch that, watch this. He
Just
is
critiquing the hell out of you.
yes, the biggest backseat driver you'll ever meet.
So how'd the show come about? Awesome show. Again, I'm going to plug it. Thursdays, USA Network, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Austin Dillon's Life in the Fastlane. How'd that happen?
So our wives were on a show called Racing Wives back in I think like 2018 or 2019, and it was a good show. And they had me and Austin come on sometimes,
Sure.
and so the producers saw the dynamic the four of us had, and they
Sure.
really loved our energy and loved what we had together. And then fast forward to last year, we did like some interviews and some stuff with the higher ups at USA Network and
Yeah.
critical content, and they're like, man, all right, we're going to take this to the network and see how it sticks. And it stuck. They really loved it and wanted to go forward with it. So we did the show and had a blast doing it. And I feel like it went pretty well. And the show's going really well right now. And we
Yeah.
had a ton of fun. It was cool because they let us be us and they
Yeah.
let us just enjoy each other and be the way we are. There's nothing fake about it. All that stuff. You know how some of that stuff gets sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it is a fun show. I've seen it, and you guys look like you have fun. Did you mind the cameras? I mean, I know you're pretty natural with it, but
I love being in front of the camera. So for
Yeah.
me, it was great. And the ladies are naturals in front of it.
Uh-huh.
Austin, he played hard to get a little bit with it, but he ended up really liking it.
he warmed up. Yeah, I mean, if
He
you're
warmed up.
if you're filming with the right crew, it's fun. Like if you're filming with
That's exactly it. 100%. I mean, you're a reality star. You know the deal.
I don't know if star is it. I did it. But if you're filming with the right
You were
people,
a beast. You made the show, bud.
oh boy, here we go. Good thing. I appreciate that. Did I mean I gotta ask you something. This is on my notes. You're on Cameo.
Yeah.
Do you like it? They hit me up all the time on Instagram.
I like it. It's fun. I mean, it's just you get people who want to just talk to you or get a message from you. I think it's fun.
Do you?
I haven't done a ton of them, but
yeah,
it's cool. I enjoy it.
You make money?
Yeah, you can. I know some people who are raking it in.
Seriously?
My guy Robbie Berger, he rakes it in on Cameo.
Really?
Robbie Berger is the Cameo Hall of Famer. I mean, he's first ballot. He is an animal on it.
All right, dude. You got 3 races to go. Oh hell, the NASCAR awards are in Nashville?
Yeah, buddy. That's our biggest motivation to get this Pit Crew of the Year award. Because
if
we get Pit Crew of the Year, we get to go to Nashville.
Oh, you gotta get it.
So if we get that and I come to Nashville, I'm coming to the studio and we're hanging out for sure.
Hell yeah, we are. I think it's in November. I have it somewhere down here.
Yeah, it's in November or December, and you're taking us to all the hot spots.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, I love this.
When the hell is it? Yeah, it's in. I'm pretty sure it's in November. We were just talking about it yesterday. So I mean, you guys, we got to get this. We got to get this done.
Yeah, we got the motivation now.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. Instagram, P Swan 33. You can find him on Cameo. You can find him on USA Network. I mean, you're everywhere.
I'm just trying to spread the wings, baby.
Yeah, diverse as hell. Like I said, USA Network, Thursday, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Check out the show. It's a lot of fun. If you are at a NASCAR race, go to Austin's pit. You're going to see these boys. They're electric as hell. They're on fire. It's a ton of fun. Good luck this weekend, bud. I hope you guys knock this one out.
Jay. Appreciate you having me, my man. This was fun.
Hell, anytime, man. Anytime. Good luck.
We will run it back once we come to Nashville for that banquet. We'll run it back and have a hell of a time.
Hell yeah. All right, dude.
All right, brother.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, appreciate you too.
See you later.